Hello YouTube, welcome back to another mod blog episode with me, FS15. Before we get into the review, I'd just like to give a shout out to Kieran Abitson. Thanks for subscribing to my channel yesterday, and that counts for anyone else who subscribes. I'll give a quick shout out just to say thank you for the support. So cheers for that, and we'll get straight into the review. So today we have the Fendt Farmer. We've got a few tractors, and they're in the Fendt category. The first one is the Fendt Farmer 310. That will cost you £32,400 to buy, with a daily maintenance cost of £110, so not too bad. And that has a max power of 95 horsepower. And we've got the Fendt Farmer 312, slightly more horsepower. You've got 125 horsepower, which makes the maintenance go up to £182 per day. So we'll take a quick look at the model. So I'll have a quick walk around and we'll check for clip first. Nope, the wheels are solid. The back 3-point is solid as well. I mean, you're getting there, but I mean, you're not really clipping into anything. So all in all, a completely solid model. No clip whatsoever. No clip even on the tyres or in the back 3-point there. So yep. Solid model, looks really nice, really nice texture detail on this mod. I mean, you can see the Fendt logo and all the bolts in there, same with on the back tyres. And around the back here you've got all the little plugins and the hitch for the 3-point and the PTO, and that is on both of them, looking very nice. So the only difference between these two tractors is the horsepower, obviously, and you've got the attacher joint on here, which I do believe you can remove with keypad R. So you can have a flat front without the front hitch on, if you don't want that on there for aesthetic purposes, or you're just not using it. But of course it is a lot more helpful when you've got it on. And this one, of course, just has the weight blocks, which look fairly nice, but of course they're not as useful as having a detachable front weight or another piece of equipment, such as the butterfly mowers, which we'll give a test in a minute. So this tractor in particular is absolutely packed with features. The IC is fairly outstanding. You've got these windows and you get these lovely animations of the little handle there opening. On the door you even got a sound. Hopefully you'll be able to hear that well, but when it shuts as well, you've got sort of a hydraulic sound and then a shutting sound. There you go. On the front here you've got the movement of the handle, which opens it just ajar, and then you can fully open it if you press the little hydraulic there. It's not like me though. What have I done wrong? There we go. I'm not pressing it enough. There you go, you can drive with the front open there. Of course the other side door opens as well. And of course you do have to click them fairly solidly to get them to work, but other than that they work perfectly. There we go. There. Yeah, so you do have to give a good push on your mouse, but they do open and it looks really nicely. In cab you've got the working speedometer, working animations for the steering wheel, and it looks really nice, high quality textures. This has a individual startup which you have to start up. It does say on the dash key, but for me it was the delete key or dot key on the numpad, which you then press and then press again to start. Once you've started the engine, you do get a really nice startup, and it really does sound really nice with the particle system coming up from the wheels there. So I will hook up to the front here and hook up the back butterfly mowers. If we jump out, we can check the PTOs going to the right place, and all the 3 points hook up perfectly. Not even the slightest gap between any of them. And same with that, you can't quite see in there, but that does fit in nicely. All is very neat. Oh, there we go, there's a better angle. All is very neat and all hooks up nicely. Of course, you can open the door on keypad R from the outside, which is always really nice. You can look in the cab, get a nice screenshot, or get in more realistically, and then close the door behind you. And of course, you get to hear that noise again. So I'm just going to pop across the road and show you a little bit of grass mowing. You've got all the horn, and of course the indicators also have a very nice sound. It always reminds me of like when you pull a trailer with a car, you always get that sort of sound. But that is a nice feature. So we'll just lower these mowers and see if we've got enough power, basically. So yeah, they all seem to be working very nicely, and this tractor does look the part with the high quality textures, especially with the in-game stuff. Of course, we are struggling on the Norway map. Of course, the hills are fairly challenging, which is partly what I like about that. If you haven't checked out this map, be sure to give it a look. But I'm sure this tractor would work a lot better on flat ground with these mowers. However, these hills are fairly challenging. It would take you a long time and you would struggle. But of course, if you like realism in your game, definitely give this a look. So we will just take a quick look at the one with the weights. And I think the only difference is this does have a slightly different startup. Yep. Which is always very nice to see a different engine noise with a different horsepower tractor, as that would be definitely occurring in real life. So we've got a top speed of 25 miles an hour, which isn't too bad for nipping around your farm. I do particularly really like these Fendt tractors, as they're not too new and they're not too old. And of course they've got a lot of power in them. Even on these hills they can mow if you've got the patience to let them struggle up the hills. But I think these could be a very nice medium range tractor to your farm. So we'll quickly jump in this one. I've got the weight on the front here, a nice big one, and we'll see if it can work with this plough. So I'll hire the worker and we'll see how he gets on. So this tractor does seem to be able to pull this plough. It is fairly large, and we are curving around the field a little bit here, but it's not doing too badly considering the terrain. He is slipping quite a lot, so I would probably advise using the plough, the in-game plough, the one slightly down from this one. But the hired worker would work well if you use slightly smaller equipment, although on flat ground I think we probably would be able to get away with this plough. As you can see, we've gone on the flat ground and it has straightened up a little bit. But maybe that was a slightly little bit too hopeful, but we can check. This tractor does not have plough spec, which is just something to consider, as some of you like it and some of you don't like it. So yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this review. I'll push this tractor to the limit with this plough, but it definitely does look nice, and I would advise using this possibly on flat ground. You might get away with it, but probably best to use the in-game plough, the smaller one, the little red one, and that'd work a lot nicer. So if you fancy like downloading this tractor, I'd highly recommend it. If you like Fendt or you like slightly classic tractors but not too old, definitely give the Fendt Turbo Farmer a download. It is from Mod Hoster and the link will be in the description. Also give the Southwest Norway map a quick look. There you go, on the PDA. That is on FS UK and the link will be in the description for that. And if you fancy like downloading my edited map, that is also available on FS UK, and that will be in the link description down below. So thank you very much for all support on the channel. I hope you have enjoyed this little mod blog on the Fendt, and have a nice day, and bye for now.